Hi guys, and welcome back to Your Old Toys. Now we got a lot of stuff going on here, and you're probably wondering, Your Old Toys, what is going on here? Well, I recently went to Heroes and Hobbies and picked up some more vintage Star Wars toys. And let's just go over them. This is not a review video. Making sure if you guys want to see a Star Destroyer review, a Land Speeder review, any of these reviews, you have to wait. I went to Heroes and Hobbies, picked this stuff up about a week ago. I had some other videos and things I had to deal with and get out of the way before I could make this video. So you're seeing this about a week since I've had it. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. So, first, let's talk about Chief Trooper. How about that? Chief Trooper, I picked him up. Now, this is not his correct staff. This is actually Paploo's staff because you'll notice it has 3 discs, and Chief Trooper's staff should not have any of those discs. It should have more of like a ball here. And it is a very, very common mistake to be made, but that is not Chief Trooper's staff. So let's set Chief Trooper off to the side here. Okay. I picked up a micro or a die-cast cloud car. The fun thing with this one is it is like the actual cloud car, except it has 2 pilots inside it. And landing gear are functional. Paint is very nicely detailed. There is some red paint for the cloud car guns. So let's set that one off to the side. This is more detailed than the actual toy. It is very, very cool. Okay, moving on. How about we talk about the Power Droid? Yes, guys, the Power Droid. So the Power Droid, this is a very, very cool action figure because the legs click. Here, let's put the mic up there. Okay, so you can see the clicky legs and his little antenna. Most people think it's plastic, but if you own it, you'll know it is rubber. You can see up into the underbelly of the Power Droid 2 stickers, and if you're wondering which variant it is the long top variant where the top is just as long as the bottom. On most of them it's a little bit shorter, but in this case it's longer. So let's put the Power Droid off to the side. Now let's talk about the speeder bike. And there it goes. It blows up. Mine kind of triggers every now and then. It's very sensitive. This is a variant. It is the Morocco variant. Not gonna be able to see it, but anyways, it is the Morocco variant, and as I attempt to reassemble this, it might, just saying, this may trigger on camera, and of course I put it on upside down, put it on correctly. And it does have 2 very functional speed flaps. And now let's set the speeder bike off to the side. Just blew it up. And I got a Scout Trooper, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Scout Trooper. No gun, unfortunately. But moving on, Endor Han. This is a very, very cool figure with the Smuggler's Blaster. Very iconic version of Han. I love the depiction of Han here. It is just so cool. And this is the more cartoony face variant. There is a more serious looking face variant, and I have the cartoony face variant, which I like. Now, let's do Zuckuss. Zuckuss, one of the biggest blasters in the vintage Star Wars range. What isn't to love? He's got a big gun. He hasn't been ruined by Disney. He still has mystery. He's a cool character, and I'm calling him what Kenner called him. His real name is Forlom, but Kenner screwed up and called him Zuckuss. They got the two names switched up. I don't know how Lucasfilm let that one last. Okay. Before everybody goes, your old toys, you haven't had a Stormtrooper? I have had a Stormtrooper, but it's always nice to get more army builders. This is a variant Stormtrooper. It has a raised bar on his leg, and it says China it says China 1977, whereas this one does not have a raised bar, so let's hold them together. You can see. And this one says Hong Kong 1977. And before you're saying your old toys, you did not put an Imperial officer in the officer pits. I have an Imperial officer. I have had this Imperial officer for a very, very, very long time. It was one of my dad's childhood originals, and I have had it, and I didn't pick him up, so I'm not going to put him in the video. Well, I just did, but, who cares? And we'll set the Stormtrooper off to the side. 8 minutes. This is a pretty long video. Next up, we got the Land Speeder. The Land Speeder. It has the pop-up hood and stickers in there. It does have the wheel function is functional, so let's flick the switch and you'll see the wheels pop out. And if you are picking up this toy today, please note that the wheels can be broken. Very, very nice cockpit glass. This is an absolute beauty cockpit glass. Most people's aren't super, super nice, but mine is in pretty good, nice shape. Okay, only 3 more items. Next, let's do Darth Vader. Okay. You can go, your old toys, you haven't had a Darth Vader for a long time. Well, yes, that is true. I have not had a Darth Vader up until about a week ago when I picked this guy up. It is an absolutely glorious figure. Now, this is a 1970s Darth Vader. How do I know? Because the other options, I had 5 options of Vaders. This one was the nicest looking one. Well, there were some more shiny ones, but they had other damages. And this one is it just has that 1970s feel that if you held this and you held an 80s Vader, it would not feel the same. Original vinyl cape. Let's hold it up. Okay, you should probably be able to hear that zippy noise. Very nice paint. Just to prove it's real, guys. Just to prove it's real. Look, 1977 Hong Kong. Okay, we're running 10 minutes. Okay, let's check Vader after the side. OG lightsaber, broken tip, but he didn't have the... I did not want to pay for... Someday I will have a complete tip, but just for now, I don't have a tip on my Darth Vader lightsaber, but I don't really care. Okay, you're like, Royal Toys, Star Destroyer's main thing. Well, this is a very rare item. It is one of the first ever lightsabers. It's the most detailed hilt out of all the vintage lightsabers. It has a very, very short blade though. And the reason why this is so rare, and yes, it does have a telescoping blade. Look, I can run around like Luke Skywalker and then turn it on, ignite my lightsaber. It does have a light in it, but I can unscrew this, put batteries in it, but I haven't got the light to work, unfortunately. So maybe at another date I will get that light working. Okay, moving on. So this lightsaber was sold in the toddler section away from all the other Star Wars toys. That is why it is so rare and a lot of kids bypassed it. A lot of modern day vintage Star Wars collectors are after this toy. It is extremely rare, and I am one of the privileged few that is able to have this toy in my possession. So now we are moving on to Darth Vader Star Destroyer. This is the biggest pickup. It is absolutely massive. Let's shut off the lights and see this orange glow. Yeah. This is very cool, guys. The light works. I would be lying if I said it did not come with the Grand Vizier, because it did, but he is tracking down that piece, and he will give it to me at a later date. It does have the black clip that makes the Grand Vizier, however you want to say it, work. There's major disputes, and it is the most disputed upon thing in vintage Star Wars toys, the Grand Vizier. Why Kenner would make up a character like that, who knows? But there is evidence that that was the Emperor's original name. In case you're wondering, yes, it does rise up. Officer Pitts, some stickers. I'm missing a couple stickers. I had some extra stickers. I completed that one pit, and this is kind of the pit where where I'll put some officers. It does have that opening hatch, the swivel platform, and yes, the gun. Okay, guys, we're running to 15 minutes here. So, guys, what did you think about the toys that I have added to the Royal Toys archives? And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more vintage Star Wars toys. If you like Indiana Jones, great. Week by week, we are opening a brand new Hasbro Retro Collection Indiana Jones action figure. If you really do like if you really like Star Wars, we went to Endor and we just wrapped up a series on that in August, and we are going to cover all the latest on Disney, Hasbro, what's up to date in the URL Toys archives, and much more. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.